As you can see, security
live, those meanest thing you've ever done right now on national TV.
I am not a mean person. I really can honestly say that there's nothing that I've ever done that's been so mean that I would remember it. I've always tried to be very nice.
Oh,
it's easy.
Very good, very good. Miss Illinois' Erica Harrell.
Hello.
Hello. Miss Montana wants to know, who's your favorite character on Friends and why?
Lisa Kudrow, because she's such a zany lady, and it's always been my desire to be funny and to be able to tell a good joke, and I always ruin it by telling people, this is going to be the funniest thing you've ever heard, and they all look at me like this. The contestants can vouch for my ability to tell jokes, but that's Lisa Kudrow is one of my favorites.
Good. Miss New York, Tiffany Walker.
Hello.
Hey, Miss NY. This one is from Miss Virginia. If you could represent another state at the Miss America pageant, other than the one you are representing now, which would it be and why?
I would have to say Pennsylvania. We had the opportunity to go to Philadelphia, and there's just so much history there. Plus, it's still very close to New York.
Very good. Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Don't look.
I'm not
No,
peeking.
you're looking on my shoulder. Look at you. This one is from Miss Louisiana. If you could appear on any reality TV show, which one would it be and why?
Oh my gosh, it would have to be TLC's Wedding Stories. I want to have the most phenomenal wedding ever, and I want it to be debuted on television, national television, because I am not going to chinch on that wedding. Once in a lifetime opportunity.
She's so shy. Very impressive, ladies. Great questions, great answers. Give them a round of applause. Great questions from your peers. Hey, Julie, how's it going backstage?
Well, actually, Wayne, we're eating backstage. Can you see our table? We've got pizza, popcorn, donuts. What else? I don't know. These girls have been waiting for, what, 2 weeks to eat this? So if you want to know what these ladies like to pig out on, just take a look at this tape.
The first thing I'm going to eat when the pageant is over is lots of ice cream.
Big slice of pizza and strawberry shortcake.
Either a prime rib or a petite sirloin with a huge mashed potato with butter and sour cream.
Super burrito.
French fries.
Ice cream. Pizza.
Fudge. Chocolate.
Stick my head into a big barrel of chocolate ice cream. And no one's going to stop me.
The better way to ask that is, what am I not going to eat when this pageant is over?
Yeah, chocolate for me. When we come back, we'll talk with the 5 eliminated contestants. Stay with us.
When Miss America returns, it's silk, satin, dads, and more as the competition in evening wear begins. Don't go away.
5 of the finalists who did not hear their name called tonight. You are?
Amanda Beers, Miss Washington.
Amanda, so close, but yet so far. How are you dealing with it?
I'm doing fine. I can tell you that I'm looking forward to going back home and seeing my cats. I miss them very much. And so I'm doing just fine. Thank you.
All right, as you look at who's left, who is really your pick? Who are the leaders out there in your opinion?
I'm pulling for Miss Connecticut all the way. Tanisha is a great gal. Go Connecticut! How about you?
I'm pulling for Illinois. She's my Midwest girl, and I'm with her all the way.
Quickly.
Maryland.
Illinois. Definitely Illinois.
You got it. Well, the intrigue continues as those who've been eliminated start thinking about their important final vote tonight. The peer vote actually counts for 10% of the total. So the ladies here in the jury room can actually be the casting, deciding vote for Miss America 2003. Wayne, back to you.
You know, I gotta tell you, win or lose, these ladies have been having a terrific time over the last 2 weeks. So we got them to share with us some of the great fun things you can do right here in America's favorite playground without going broke, Atlantic City.
Visit the world famous
see a show. Boogie morning. Volleyball.
If you'd like to be a Miss America volunteer or would like to learn how to become a contestant, call the Miss America organization at 1-800-282-MISS. The evening wear competition begins when Miss America returns.
Ready for what Miss America fans have called their favorite competition, presents and boys in evening wear. Well, each contestant is being escorted by her father or another man who plays a significant role in her life. A reminder, after the competition, I'll be back to reveal America's choice. So America, log on and give us your opinion. And now, please welcome tonight's top 10 competing in evening wear and the man who does it all, singing a song from his new album, the fabulous Wayne Brady.
See me on TV, and you think that I've changed, but I haven't changed. I'm still the same old me in my car. All I wanna do is ride, but only when I'm with you, girl. I feel like I'm alive, just like I told you. This was meant to be. You're where I wanna be, and nobody else can love like the way you do. There's nobody better for me, better than you. Ain't nobody. So there's nobody better for me, oh, better than you.
With her father, Jesse, Jennifer Adcock, Miss Mississippi.
My father is actually my escort for the evening wear competition. He has taught me so much about the value of hard work and determination, and I'm so proud to call him my dad.
Just like I told you, this was meant to be. You're where I wanna be. Nobody else could love the way you do. There's nobody better for me, better than you. Nobody else can see me through the things we've been through. No, there's nobody better for me.
With her grandfather, Wayne, Teresa Benitez, Miss Nevada.
My escort is my grandfather, Wayne Reed. He's an amazing man and someone who's been very important in my life. I lived with my grandparents for a number of years growing up, so he was there when I was born, took the very first picture of me being born, and now he gets to escort me across the stage of Miss America.
There's nobody better for me, better than you. No, nobody. There's nobody better for me, better than you, better than you.
With Father Marvin, Casey Pressler, Miss Oklahoma.
I'll tell you a little bit about my dad. We actually call him Daddy, or Did I? That's his nickname. But he's been so wonderful. He's always there for us. He's always supportive. He will actually go without to provide for us.
Nobody better, nobody, baby. This was meant to be. You're where I want.
With her father James, Scarlett Dupree, Miss Alabama.
And I chose my father as my escort because he fills so many roles to me. He's my confidant, he's my protector, he's my provider. Anybody can be a father, but it takes a very special person to be a daddy, and that's why I chose him.
Nobody better than you. We've been through. There's nobody better for me, better than you. Nobody else can see me. Nobody can see me. There's nobody better for me, better than you.
With her cousin, second-class cadet Erin Meredith, Tanisha Nicole Brito, Miss Connecticut.
I chose my cousin Erin, who is second-class cadet at the United States Coast Guard Academy, for my escort Saturday night. I'm just so proud of him. He's such an amazing person. He's younger than me, but I feel like he's my big brother.
With her father Julian, Lisa Dalzell, Miss Texas.
My father is going to be my escort for evening wear competition, and we're so much alike that my mom always said that if she had known, she would have named me Julia Ann instead, because his name is Julian.
To the things you've been through, nobody for me.
With her brother Chad, Melanie Beth Correa, Miss Massachusetts.
My brother will be my escort for the evening wear competition, and he is actually currently serving in the military. He's a member of the Air Force, and he's based at Andrews Air Force Base in Washington, D.C. So it's great for him to have the opportunity to come over to Miss America for the whole week and watch his little sis compete.
With her father Robert, Erica Harold, Miss Illinois.
He has the opportunity to escort me because he's been an integral part of my life. He's taught me the importance of family, faith, and community service.
Nobody better for me. Nobody better, better than you. Things we've been through. There's nobody better for me, better than you. Nobody else can see me through the things we've been through. There's nobody better for me.
With her father Leon, Tiffany Walker, Miss New York.
My father is going to be my escort. His name is Leon, which is also translated into lion, and I think he really reflects that. He's gentle and meek when he needs to be, and then he's also very strong and protective when he needs to be as well. And I can imagine anyone else playing that role.
This was meant to be.
With her father Leon, Camille Lewis, Miss Maryland.
My escort is my father, Leon Lewis, and I am very proud of him because he's always led our family. He's very spiritual and nurturing, and I love him so much because he's always believed in me and supported all of my dreams.
Nobody better for me, better than you. Nobody else can see me through the things been through. There's nobody better for me, better than you. Oh, better than you. There ain't nobody better, baby. No, no. And there's no one better than these ladies. Let's welcome them back. The top 10 competing for Miss America 2003. Take one more look and log on to abc.com and tell us your favorite in tonight's evening wear competition. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back in a moment.
Real women, real talent, one winner. Who do you think will make it into the final 5? Find out who stays and who goes as 10 become 5 when Miss America returns.
And before Wayne announces tonight's 5 finalists, here are the results of America's Choice for Evening Wear. Just a reminder, this is for your eyes only, America. These results are not seen by the contestants, the judges, or anyone else here at Boardwalk Hall. And here are the results.
America's third place choice for evening wear competition is Miss Texas. In second place is Miss Mississippi. And America's choice as winner of the evening wear competition is Miss Maryland.
You just saw America's Choice. Now let's meet our finalists as 10 contestants become 5. Once again, hello, Mr. Brian. I've been handed an envelope from Ernst & Young's Brian Ford. The ladies that are about to be eliminated each win a $10,000 scholarship. Yeah. The 5 names I call will become your finalists for Miss America 2003. Good luck, ladies. Here we go. In random order. Miss Illinois, Erica Harold. Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis. Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez. Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree. Okay, folks, we have one name left, and this is tough, and I just want to congratulate you ladies, and you've worked your butts off. I hope I can say butt on live TV. I did. Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's final 5. You did it, ladies. Congratulations. Let's hear it for them. In one moment, these 5 finalists will have a chance to showcase their talent in the next round of competition. So we thought it would be fun to take a trip down memory lane and see some of the more unusual Miss America talent that's been performed on this famous stage. Remember these.
I'm competing for Miss America. What are you going to do for talent? Well, I thought I'd sing.
I'm sorry. The backflip with the split, that hurts. Sadly, though, not one of the contestants that you just saw, they didn't perform the talent that I think that we all have been waiting for. I think the talent that we all need and crave. Clogging. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We have some clogging fans. So knowing how disappointed that America, nay, the world would be, I've been asked by the producers to step in and clog myself. Maestro. I just dropped something.
When we come back, we'll be getting up close and personal with our 5 finalists as the Miss America 2003 competition continues.
We're ready to begin the artistic expression and talent competition, which accounts for 20% of the final score. The judges will be evaluating technical skill, stage presence, and entertainment value. Now, before each of our 5 finalists performs, we're going to show you an up-close and personal portrait of each contestant in their home state. These portraits are not judged, just another way of getting to know more about our final 5. To begin, meet Miss Illinois, Erica Harold.
Champaign-Urbana is known for having the University of Illinois. The best part about growing up in Champaign-Urbana is that we have a lot of cultural opportunities, athletic opportunities. Well, I have a very interesting family because we have a very multiracial background. My mom's African-American and Native American, and my dad is Greek, German, and Russian. We love to bowl as a family. We're not good bowlers. I think my high game is 75, but we like opportunities where we can just hang out as a family, have fun, be goofy, and have a great time. No one would ever guess that I'm a big fan of Elvis's music. I don't believe he's still living, but I'm a big fan. My most prized possession is probably my journal, because it's a place where I'm able to express all of the different fears, insecurities, anxieties that I'm facing.
Singing Habanera from Bizet's opera Carmen, Miss Illinois, Erica Harold. Now let's get better acquainted with our second finalist, Miss Marilyn Camille Lewis.
My parents say that I have been easy to raise, but I'm very easy to follow. I love my dad because he is the person that I go to for advice. I can tell him anything. I love to shop. I'm really big on shopping. I usually go with my mom. We love to just look at all the various gowns, Vera Wang, Versace. This is my favorite gown. My most prized possession is my violin. I keep it with me wherever I go. I started playing the violin at age 5. It's just been a perfect match for me. I love going to Brookside Gardens because it's a beautiful place, and I love to be in that kind of atmosphere. It gives me a chance to reflect on who I am and where I come from.
On violin, playing Victory by Tonchi Holjik, Miss Marilyn Camille Lewis. Here's an up-close and personal look at Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez.
The best part about growing up in Reno, I think, was the fact that you can go downtown and have a lot of excitement, the casinos in one area, and then 5 seconds be in a nice suburban area. My family is a lot of fun. I have my 2 best friends, which are my sisters, Mari and Angel. And my sister Mari has her son Andrew. My mom and my grandparents kind of pooled their resources collectively to help raise us all. Everybody in my family has these huge, big, booming voices. So whenever we get together, we'll always sing. Besides that, we eat a lot. I think it's a wonderful tradition to be able to sit down and break bread with your family. I could not live without my laptop. It has all my information on it, my email. That laptop goes with me everywhere. In the future, I'm going to be Senator Benitez, and I want to write policy on social welfare issues that deal with child welfare, the elderly, food stamps, housing. Those are the things that interest me the most.
Interpreting the words of Dennis Shepard, who spoke out in court in memory of his son, Matthew, Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez.
Your Honor, members of the jury, a terrible crime was committed in Laramie.
My son Matthew paid a terrible price to open up the eyes of all of us to discrimination and intolerance. Matt was small for his age, weighing 110 pounds and standing 5'2". It's hard to put into words how much Matt meant to family and friends and how much they meant to him. He simply made everyone feel better about themselves. And Matt loved people and he trusted them. He didn't see size, race, intelligence, sex, religion, or the 100 other things that people use to make choices about people. All he saw was the person. All he wanted was to be accepted as an equal. I loved my son and was proud of him. He wasn't my gay son. He was my son who happened to be gay. How do I talk about the loss that I feel every time I think about Matt? No one, including myself, will ever understand the frustration and agony that others put him through because he was different. Matt officially died on Monday, October 12, 1998 in a hospital in Colorado. But he actually died on the outskirts of Laramie that Wednesday before, tied to a fence. His body was barely hanging on after that beating. My son died because of ignorance and intolerance, and I can't bring him back. But I can do my best to see this never, ever happens to another family again. You and your friend killed my son. And every time you celebrate Christmas, a birthday, or the 4th of July, remember that Matt isn't. Every time you wake up in that prison cell, remember you had the ability and the opportunity to stop your actions that night. You robbed me of something very precious, and I will never forgive you. I give you life in the memory of one who no longer lives.
We have 2 more contestants in talent. Don't miss it.
When we come back, the talent competition continues, and the 46 eliminated contestants cast their vote for Miss America. Stay tuned.
It's a great escape. It's a great way to enjoy the summer. One of the most fun things to do on the lake is to get on the boat with my family and ride around and get to enjoy the breeze in your hair. It's so hot here in Alabama. It's nice to get a cool breeze and enjoy the lake water. I have 2 sisters, 2 younger sisters, and a great mom and dad, and we have a great time. I've kind of been the older sister and didn't like that role sometimes, but now that we're a little older, I'm enjoying it so much because I'm getting to see them grow up. I think the most prized possession that I have is just photographs and memories. I think the best lesson I think that my mother and father have ever told me is just to laugh at yourself. I think that if you always just take yourself very lightly and laugh at every situation, it makes life a lot easier.
Singing Holding Out for a Hero from the Broadway musical Footloose, Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree.
Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero.
And now to get to know her a little better, a portrait of our fifth finalist, Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler.
We're such a close family, especially my sisters and I.
Prayer's the only power that can change the world, and there ain't nothing better.
We sing as a trio, and we've been singing together for 12 years.
Have to hold on tight because it's fast.
Well, with my dad, I like to ride on the motorcycle. I like to have fun, and that's his thing, is to ride around on a Sunday afternoon with his motorcycle. So I get to catch a ride every once in a while and have a good time. I do like to draw. I drew her when I was like 10 or 12 or something like that. It helps me relax and really get my mind off what's going on so that I can just let my mind soar and be creative and put it all out on paper. I've always had big dreams, and performing for a large audience is something that I've always dreamed of doing. And I just didn't know when, but I knew that someday that I would be there.
Singing the jazz classic, If You Can't Sing It, You'll Have to Swing It, Mr. Paganini, Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler.
The concert was over in Carnegie Hall. The maestro took bow after bow. He said, my dear friends, I have given my all. I'm sorry, it's all over now. When from the balcony way up high, there suddenly came a mournful cry. Oh, Mr. Paganini, please play my rhapsody. And if you cannot play it, won't you sing it? And if you can't sing it, you'll simply have to point it to the like super duper day a booty and a dee da da dee don't listen, Paganini. Oh, we breathlessly await your masterful come on and spring it. If the boys are popping, ain't no need in stopping. Well, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dow, beep-a-diddly-doo-to-do-to-do-to-do. You now heard your repertoire and at the final bar. We can read it too, we can read it too, right on the floor. What a great ovation, your interpretation about do-you-for-you-do-you-for-you-dee. Come on and spring it. And if you can't spring it, you'll simply have to swing it.
And that completes tonight's competition in talent. The judges are locking in their scores right now. Now it's time for you at home to let us know who you liked best in the talent competition. If you haven't logged on with your opinion, do it now at abc.com. Hurry up. We'll be right back with the results.
See who the contestants pick as Miss America and get ready for the Miss America quiz. When we come back, it's nervous time. America's third place choice for competition in talent is Miss Alabama. Miss Maryland is in second place. And America's choice as winner of tonight's talent competition is Miss Oklahoma.
Stage at Boardwalk Hall, and the judges' job is over. The only people who can still affect the outcome tonight are the contestants themselves. In a moment, the 5 finalists will compete in the Miss America quiz, but right now, the 46 contestants who have been eliminated are casting their vote for Miss America. Remember, this vote counts for 10% of the total score and could determine who becomes Miss America. All right, ladies, you have 10 seconds left to record your vote. So if you have not voted, please vote right now.
7, 6, 5,
Okay, the vote has been taken. The accountants are tabulating the results, and we'll give them to you and only you at home in a moment. Back to you, Wayne.
Thank you, Julie. Before we begin the first round of tonight's Miss America quiz, I'm going to ask each of our 5 finalists a question about their platform, their commitment to community service. Remember, Miss America will spend the next year informing and educating America about this issue. We've asked the ladies to keep their answers to 30 seconds. We'll sound the chime when time is up. It was cute. Let's begin with finalist number 1, Miss Illinois, Erica Harold. Hey, Erica Harold.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Let's step up a little bit and look out. Your platform is empowering youth against violence. In a world where violence is so prevalent on TV and film, if you had a chance to address a group of entertainment executives, what would you say to them knowing that violence sells?
I think that's a great question, and I would first and foremost explain to them that they have the power to change the culture of violence that is so pervasive in our country. We get tired of seeing Columbine, Santee, Jonesboro, where young people become predators in their own classrooms, and I would challenge them as Miss America to change the culture of violence that we have and to start promoting entertainment medium that is more constructive and that's going to promote better values for our society.
Thank you very much. Please take your place at the podium, Miss Illinois. Finalist number 2, Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis. Hey, Camille. Good, good. Your platform is encouraging youth involvement in the arts. There are thousands of viewers watching whose parents spend a lot of money on piano lessons to no avail. Is there a value in this kind of financial commitment when a child is reluctant to practice?
Is there a financial commitment?
Is there a value in this kind of financial commitment?
Yes, there is a wonderful value in the financial commitment. I know my parents have been very supportive of my interest in playing the violin, and music and the arts do so much for our young people. Academically, they increase verbal and math scores. Emotionally, they do so much because they can, whether it's choreographing a rap or singing in a choir, they're coming together socially. And as Miss America, I would promote music and the arts for our young people because it's important for them to be culturally literate in society.
Good job, good job. That's Miss Maryland. Please take your place at the quiz podium, Miss Maryland. Finalist number 3, Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez. Hello, step up for me right here. Your platform is poverty. A new focus, NEW. How can you best help a single father out of poverty without compromising his self-respect?
By addressing the barriers that keep that father and that family impoverished. In order to help people become self-sufficient, you need to address what's keeping them from becoming gainfully employed. This includes education, training, and allowing people the opportunities to expand themselves so that he can not only better himself, but that he can break that cycle of poverty.
Very nice. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Nevada, please take your place at the quiz podium. Thank you, ma'am. Finalist number 4, Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree. Hey, Miss Alabama.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Your platform is literacy. Step up for me. You are a certified literacy tutor who plans to write a children's book on a story your grandmother told you. How do you hope the moral of that story influences the life of a young reader?
My focus has been specifically with women in literacy, with the idea that by educating a woman, you educate her family and you break the cycle of illiteracy. So my book would focus just on the joy of reading, strengthening of families so that families can read together. Education is the key. And if you can strengthen a family, you can educate our nation and we can all be better.
Wow. Thank you very much, Miss Alabama. Please take your place at the quiz podium. Finalist number 5, Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler. Step right up. Hey, Casey.
Hello.
Your platform is VH1's Save the Music Foundation. You endorse the power of music. If you become Miss America and you should, let's say, meet rapper Eminem, what would you say to him about his responsibility to the impressionable young people who buy his music?
You know, music is the stirring of the soul. It's very, very powerful. And I would let him realize that he has got a responsibility for young people all across America as a role model
as the words that he chooses to use in his song makes a difference, and that he should choose those words wisely because he's impacting the children of today and the children of tomorrow. And I would hopefully encourage him to think twice before he writes some of the lyrics that he does.
Thank you so much, Miss Oklahoma. Take your place and join the others at the quiz podiums. And once I take my place, ladies, we'll begin the Miss America quiz. Well, I'm here. Tonight's final competition, the Miss America quiz, is in 2 rounds. The first round is 8 questions, and the topic is American contemporary culture and current events. After I ask a question, you have 5 seconds to lock in your answer, A, B, or C. Each correct answer will be added to the score on your score panels, and it will be added to the score that you've earned in the competition up to this point. Now, before we start, I've got to ask everyone here, please do not shout out any answers or indicate. You may be related, but don't go, it's B, baby. No, do not do that, please. So, let's start. Last summer, a judge shut down Napster, the online music sharing company founded in 1998 by a 19-year-old student. Who was it? A, Sean Fanning. B, Eileen Richardson. C, Hank Berry. Lock in your answers. Here we go. The correct answer is A, Sean Fanning. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Question number 2. On November 3rd, the International Olympic Committee will select one of 2 American cities to compete for hosting the 2012 Summer Olympics. One of the cities is New York. The other is A, Miami, B, San Francisco, C, Washington, D.C. Lock in your answers, ladies. The correct answer is B, San Francisco. Moving on to question number 3. America's Institute of Medicine recently recommended that adults exercise for how long each day? A, 15 minutes. B, 30 minutes. C, 60 minutes. Lock in your answers. The correct answer, C, 60 minutes. Ladies, clear your screens. It wasn't me. 4. Last year's Oscar winner for Best Picture, A Beautiful Mind, told the life story of A, Bobby Fischer, B, Robert J. Oppenheimer, C, John Forbes Nash Jr. Lock your answers in. The correct answer is C, John Forbes Nash Jr. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. I'm going to have to ask one more time, please. No shouting out. Sir, the nation's watching. 5. When this Baseball Hall of Famer died this year, there was a legal battle in his family over whether or not to freeze his body. Was it A, Ty Cobb, B, Joe DiMaggio, C, Ted Williams? Lock in your answers. Correct answer, C, Ted Williams. Please clear your screens. Number 6. Bruce Springsteen's newest album, which reflects on America after 9/11, is called A, After the Storm, B, The Rising, C, The Concert for America. Lock in your answers. The correct answer is B, The Rising. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Question number 7. In our nation's capital, a controversial new memorial is being built between the Lincoln Memorial and Washington Monument. Who does it honor? A, those who served in World War II. B, women who served in Vietnam. C, those who died in the events of 9/11. Lock in your answers. The correct answer is A, those who served in World War II. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Question 8. First a movie, now a hit Broadway musical, Hairspray is about racial integration in what American city? A, Detroit. B, Baltimore. C, Pittsburgh. Lock in your answers. The correct answer is B, Baltimore. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Wow. When we come back, round 2 of tonight's final competition, people and events that made America great. We'll be right back.
The final round of the Miss America quiz is next. Then 5 become 1 as we crown Miss America 2003. Stay right where you are.
Ernst & Young have tabulated the contestants' vote. Again, we remind you this is 10% of tonight's total score. This vote could tip the balance, and only you at home are seeing the result of this historic vote. Here's the decision.
The contestants have voted, and there's a tie for second. Miss Mississippi and Miss Illinois, Miss Maryland and Miss Illinois. And the contestant's first choice for Miss America is Miss Alabama.
Welcome back. Our 5 finalists have completed round 1 of the Miss America quiz. Their scores have been carried over, and here they are, recapping from left to right. Miss Illinois, Erica Harold, you've got 4. Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis, you have 3. Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez, I like saying that, Teresa Benitez. You have 5. Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree, you have 5. Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler, you have 3. Moving into round 2. People and events that made America great. Once again, it's multiple choice, ladies, A, B, or C. You have 5 seconds to lock in your answers. All right, you ready? Here we go. Question 1. In 1927, an American pilot was the first to fly an American plane from New York to Paris. What was the pilot's name? A, Howard Hughes. B, Charles Lindbergh. C, Amelia Earhart. Please lock in your answers. The correct answer is B, Charles Lindbergh. Moving on to number 2. George W. Bush is the only second president whose father was also president. He's only the second president. Who is the other? A, John Quincy Adams. B, Theodore Roosevelt. C, Lyndon B. Johnson. Lock in your answers. The correct answer is A, John Quincy Adams. His father was John Adams, who was elected in 1797, John Quincy in 1825. Thank you, ladies. Please clear your screens. Question number 3. In 1955, this seamstress refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Selma, Alabama, and became a symbol for the civil rights movement. A, Coretta Scott King. B, Rosa Parks. C, Harriet Tubman. Lock in your answers. The correct answer? B, Rosa Parks. Ladies, please clear your screens. Question 4. Who was the first American in space? A, Neil Armstrong. B, John Glenn. C, Alan Shepard. Lock in your answers. This is a tough one. The correct answer is C, Alan Shepard. Neil Armstrong was the first to land on the moon. John Glenn the first to orbit the Earth. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Question number 5. Who founded the American Red Cross? A, Clara Barton. B, Amy Semple McPherson. C, Florence Nightingale. Lock your answers in. The correct answer is A, Clara Barton. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Question 6. Who is credited for giving this country its name? The United States of America. Was it A, Thomas Jefferson, B, Thomas Paine, or C, John Hancock? Please lock in your answers. The correct answer is B, Thomas Paine. Ladies, clear your screens. This is a good one. This is a good match. Question 7. In November 1963, President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas. Who was the vice president who succeeded to the presidency? A, Harry Truman, B, Richard Nixon, C, Lyndon B. Johnson. Lock your answers in. The correct answer is Lyndon B. Johnson, C. Thank you, ladies. Please clear your screens. Final question. Final question. Who was Time Magazine's 2001 Person of the Year? A, Colin Powell, B, Rudy Giuliani, and I'm a dummy. My campaign should be literacy. Let me start over for you. Who was Time Magazine's 2001 Person of the Year? A, Colin Powell, B, Rudy Giuliani, C, President Bush. Lock your answers in now. This is it. The answer is B, Rudy Giuliani. Thank you, ladies. Clear your screens. Those are scores. Good job. That completes the Miss America quiz, tonight's final competition. The accountants will now tally the results that will reveal who becomes the next Miss America. Trust me, this would not be a good time to change the channel. Come back. We'll be back.
It's all down to this. See who wins the title of Miss America when we return. Miss America will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Welcome back. I'm here with Julie and Katie, and I've got to tell you, my stomach was sick by the end of the questions. This is
too nerve-wracking.
I could not be one of you. Well, I mean, I couldn't be one of you, but I couldn't be one of you. This is nuts. This is just nuts. I'm very eager to find out who wins. So will we find out soon? I'm looking into the magical prompter, and it's time for me to go on. Oh no, this means stretch. This means stretch.
So you can clog for us now.
Oh, I don't clog for just anyone.
Yeah.
No more clogging for you. No more clogging. Clogging is through. Well, ladies, the rock music has started, so I guess that means that this is it. A new chapter for Miss America, the world's largest source of women's scholarships. Once again, Brian Ford from Ernst & Young. Brian, the final envelope, please. Thank you, sir. This is it. Julie, Katie, I'm ready if you are.
Ready, my friend? Our fourth runner-up wins a $20,000 college scholarship.
She is Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis.
The third runner-up wins a $25,000 college scholarship.
She is Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez. Oh, my stomach.
It's tense. The second runner-up winner of a $30,000 scholarship.
Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler. And here they are, are supporting each other to the end, one of you will win a $40,000 scholarship to continue your education. The other will win a $50,000 scholarship. The crown, the title, and the job, Miss America 2003. Ladies, the first runner-up, winner of a $40,000 scholarship is Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree. Miss America 2003 is Miss Illinois, Erica Harold. Tuning into Miss America. Congratulations to you. You see, dreams can come true. Thank you so much for letting me do this. We'll see you again next year. From all of us here in Atlantic City, good night, everyone. Take your walk. You are more than pretty. You come true in Atlantic City. But they may turn out to be the queen of femininity. There she is, Miss America. Oh, there she is, your ID. There's no navigation take the time I store with her all-American face and form. And there she is, walking on there. She is fearless of the fair she is.
Is just unbelievable. And then you can see fire trucks and police vehicles that were down there early that all their windows, the windshields are completely blown out must have been from when debris dropped.
We can even see from here that the smoke seems to have gone down, Don. And I want to repeat, Peter, because JD was saying, as well as Don earlier, in case you didn't hear us, that it is carpeted up there. It is ankle deep in papers.
In some places, papers and debris go up 2 or 3 feet high. You have to wade through in some areas.
These are financial documents.
Yeah, the ones I looked at, many of them were financial documents, very personal documents that when I saw the first explosion that hit, there was just a snow cascade of paper, and the whole area down there is just coated with it.
Well, Peter, again, we'll let you know as soon as we can confirm that they are going into the site. We should say that the mayor was here just a minute ago and drove by, waved at us, but would not stop. Back to you.
Diane, just exactly where are you?
We're about 4.5 blocks from ground zero.
Okay, thank you very much, Diane Sawyer. Don Daly. Don Daly did a wonderful job for us earlier today, giving us some sense of what was happening as close as you could get to the scene. And I'm also joined now by ABC's George Stephanopoulos, who's been downtown all today. And so we'll have a chance to revisit that scene from a variety of locations after we hear from the president, because it's 8:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 in the West, and we are about to hear from the President of the United States. I think most of you know that the President has been on something of a strange journey today. He went off to Florida to promote education. He was in Florida when this occurred. He was then literally taken up by the security apparatus which surrounds him, and taken off first to Louisiana, where he touched down at an Air Force base. We didn't know what was going to happen next. He was then taken off to Nebraska, to the old Strategic Air Command, one of the old Strategic Air Command bases from the Cold War days, put into a bunker or down the rabbit hole, as it was described to us. ABC's Ann Compton was with him all day and talked all day about this struggle between the security and the political apparatus, whether the president can get back to Washington. Well, the president is back in Washington now, and there has been no time in his presidency, and there may never be a time like this again, when it has been so important what he says to the country, because I think we all know At moments like this, the country looks to the President of the United States for understanding, for knitting the country together, and some presidents do it brilliantly, and some do not. Here is Mr. Bush. Okay, this was well, the President isn't sitting there trying to think about what to say, I can assure you. The President is sitting there because someone on network television has sat him down and said, we'll cue you in 30 seconds, Mr. Bush. And so, as awkward as it looks to him, this is what we've expected him to do. And now here he is.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices, secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful, and it's prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruption. Federal agencies in Washington, which had to be evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight, I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
President of the United States when he is, in many respects, needed most. And we've been joined by George Stephanopoulos, who's been downtown all day and who very quickly picked up, George, that the President may have given us a hint in his first couple of lines there to the magnitude of this.
He said thousands of lives that were suddenly ended. The first number we've had all day by an official verifying the magnitude of the casualties. Thousands of lives suddenly ended. He also did a lot of other things in this very short speech, Peter. He gave voice to the anger that many Americans are feeling. He talked about the quiet, unyielding anger of America, and then was very pointed in giving reassurance. Military is prepared. The emergency teams are on their way. Government will be back to business tomorrow. Our economy will be back to business tomorrow. And then finally, Peter, what I found most interesting in the section about where he talked about retaliation, he said America would make no distinction between the terrorists and those who harbor them, which is a message to any state which may be supporting these terrorists who are behind this act.
Well, which creates a huge dilemma for the United States of America, because if it is discovered, as we've talked several times throughout the day, that a state, and I've forgotten who it was, a former director of the CIA perhaps earlier today, who said he couldn't believe that a state would actually support Jim Woolsey, former director of the CIA, who said directly he couldn't believe that a state would actively support an act such as this, though it may have over periods of time, as Iran and Iraq and Syria and Afghanistan have all been suspected to do, give collateral or
and that's
indirect support down through the years.
The word that the president used was so expansive, Peter. It wasn't just supported or funded. It was any who harbored them, who may have given them sanctuary at any time. That is a very open-ended commitment.
And then I thought, by the way, also, if I may add, that this president particularly, who feels so strongly about his Christianity, felt it a good time to say, to quote those lines from Psalm 23, even though I walk, or yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, because God is with me. And that will just sit so appropriately, I believe, in the minds and the sentiments of many Americans tonight. And we felt throughout the day, we heard scattered reports of people going to churches and saying a prayer for those people.
Here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
And if you listen carefully to the president and his top advisors today, they are clearly warning that this is merely the beginning, and that we have never seen anything quite like it before. There are all too many questions, and
personal camera.
I took so many pictures that when the second plane actually crashed into the building, my camera was rewinding.
Chelsea Mayor Earl Niven and 43 others from Liberty Baptist Church were on a 10-day trip when they witnessed the unthinkable.
They didn't show a lot of emotions. They were just struck. They didn't know what to think. And we saw a big ball of fire shoot out about 100 to 200 feet from the World Trade Center South Tower.
From a bus, Niven takes every picture he can.
It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I really have an answer to really explain. I guess the best way to describe it is that we're sitting in a studio in Hollywood, and we're seeing all this action going on, an action-type movie, and you're just waiting. When that second plane crashed into the South Tower, you're just waiting for the director to say, cut.
That director never came. Instead, Niven, who's also a deacon, believes there was another director, Satan.
Looking at this smoke above the North Tower, I see an image of the devil, Satan himself, in the form of his head overlooking the destruction of the trade towers. It's something that I will never forget, and my explaining it does not do justice.
In Chelsea, Christopher Sign, ABC 3340.
Met no baby, and they're just bones, and it's just like, it's rough being a mother, seeing that, you know, but I mean, you have to get through it, you know. It's like, I've lost my voice, you know, because I keep trying to do things, you know, just to deviate my mind from what the reality of it all is. It's too surreal.
How can you get a person like myself? In the last couple of days, I've stayed away. I've tried to stay away because I know that there's work being done, and you don't need me in your face right now. But the rest of the country, we all sit and watch the TVs. We see you at night in the Yellow Jackets digging by hand and trying to help those that they bring out, and at least trying to offer assistance. How can you make me understand what it's been like for you, and how's this going to...
Low roar, and the building shook. And then we looked down from 100 and saw all the black smoke and flames shooting out of Trade Center 1, and just stared in horror and disbelief when a body falls out.
Ryer ran through the office screaming for people to get out, and they did, running down 24 flights to the 76th floor.
An announcement came over the PA system. At this point, World Trade Center 2 appears secure. You can go back to your offices.
Ryer and his co-workers headed back up the stairs to an elevator bank on the 78th floor.
The blast blew me. I guess the second plane then hit our building and blew me into the elevator, and there was fire roaring through the elevator shaft. The floor had buckled. I think to myself, I'm going to die in this elevator. And I realized the door hadn't closed all the way. So I was able to pry the door open enough to jam my briefcase into the door. When I came back out, there's a woman in front of me just on her knees screaming, you know, please don't leave me, please don't leave me. I said to the woman, you know, hold on, the staircase is to the left, it's to the left. And what you realized immediately was that everybody who got to that stairwell and was alive was going to help everybody else get out of that building.
And what they thought was safety.
It never occurred to you the tower could collapse.
It didn't occur to me, and I'm sure it didn't occur to the two firefighters who ran past up to the 78th floor. You know, we told them, you know, everybody in the stairwell is okay, they're walking, but there's bodies on the 78th floor. And they passed us at 50.
Going up.
Going up.
Moments after escaping the tower, Ryer stood and watched in disbelief as the mighty tower collapsed.
It was a slow, agonizing groan popping as you hear, and just watching it. It's a cloud of dust, and it's like poof, 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 poof. Get
out of here! Ryer ran for his life, but even after reaching safety, he worried about those still behind.
So we wet our shirts so we could put them over our faces, and we ran back.
But the second tower was about to collapse as well. Ryer could do little but save himself.
There's a perverse sense of me that says, you know, I wish I did have an injury. You look at yourself and you're exactly the same as you were before it on the outside, but you're completely different on the inside.
How do you think this experience has changed you?
It's changed me to have a profound respect for life and for thinking about what you do each minute, because it could be the last minute you have. How you treat other people.
What was the first thing you did when you got home?
Hug Caitlin, the baby, and just realize how precious life is.
That is our special broadcast tonight. You can follow the world at abcnews.com.
Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. are empty and I'm aching and I don't know why. Counting the cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America. All come to look for
It's got worse and worse. Instead of a window that's smashed, now it's a building that's half gone. I think the worst was just seeing all of the rescue vehicles that were all destroyed. And I knew that the people that drove these vehicles were inside those towers. I remember hearing the firemen saying, they found bodies. There wasn't anything I could do. The only thing I could do was just take pictures.
Total number of survivors found in the World Trade Center rubble, 5. Number of survivors found in the last 8 days, 0. America fights back. We'll continue in a moment.
That was in the mid-1960s, and I was in 6th grade, so to kind of put in perspective how much time has passed since this design was actually completed. But the description of the fact that steel, when it gets up to 1,500, 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, that it loses its strength is accurate. The buildings actually survived the impact of both the planes, and it was really the fire that finally created the disaster.
And the upper floor fell on the next floor down, which fell on the next floor, and the sheer accumulation of weight just forced the whole building to collapse on itself.
Right there, from the videotape, and I can only go from what I've seen on television, but the videotape showed that several of the upper floors fell onto the next lower floor that was still intact. And once that happens, there's going to be an instant overload situation, and then it will fail. And then that will drop down to the next floor into another instant overload situation. And so the floors just progressively collapse down all the way to the bottom.
I appreciate very much the fact that you were very young in the mid-1960s when the trade towers were built. Though I have heard it said earlier today that they in fact, were stronger, more sensible structures than many of the more daring-shaped buildings that are being built in parts of the world today.
Right. The term that structural engineers use is redundancy. And the World Trade Center towers really set it.
Miss Mississippi, Jennifer Adcock. Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez. Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler. Miss North Carolina, Misty Clymer. Miss Indiana, Tandra Riggle. Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree. Miss Connecticut, Tanisha Nicole Brito. We have 8 finalists, ladies and gentlemen. We have 7 more to go. Miss Texas, Lisa Dalzell. Miss Washington, Amanda Beers. Miss Massachusetts, Melanie Beth Correa. Miss Illinois, Erica Harrell. You are looking at 12 very happy ladies right now, but we have 3 more to go. Miss New York, Tiffany Walker. Miss Arizona, Laura Lawless. She just did the happy walk. Yeah, that's good. 1 more name left, ladies and gentlemen. And that person is Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are. The 15 finalists competing for Miss America 2003. Stay with us. Our finalists just have minutes to change into their swimsuits backstage for tonight's first competition. We'll be right back.
The first grueling stage of the quest for the crown is coming up as our 15 finalists battle it out in the swimsuit competition right here on Miss America.
Heartburn gone?
Yeah.
That was fast. You ever wonder where heartburn goes?
No.
Interesting thing. When you ingest Tums, it goes directly to acid in your stomach and actually converts it into water. Then Tums infuses your bones with calcium.
So anyway,
Tums knocks out heartburn fast, and that's all you really need to know. Take your Tums.
Take out, remote controls, speed dial. My new motto, make it easy.
Finally, lip color made easy. New Revlon Lip Glide. Full lipstick color, full gloss shine in one.
Now that's easy.
New Revlon Lip Glide. All color, all shine, all you.
Be unforgettable. Give me a good one.
Hey, it's live TV. I was fixing my pant leg. Last September, when she won the title, it was a bittersweet beginning for this young lady from Oregon. Our country needed healing, and she reached out with love and concern, not only through her platform, encouraging compassion for women with breast cancer, but also for the victims and heroes of 9/11. Please help me welcome a wonderful young lady. I know her, and she's a truly, truly beautiful person, and she has made a difference. Miss America, Katie Harmon.
What a complete joy and honor it was to serve as Miss America 2002. During the past year, I have had the blessing of sharing and exchanging ideas with so many. I pledge to be an advocate for the millions of Americans courageously battling breast cancer, working with them to maintain the highest quality of life. I see the crown not as a trophy, but as a megaphone to amplify messages of hope. I've traveled 20,000 miles a month on a national speaking tour for the breast cancer community. At the conclusion of my year as Miss America 2002, I will be using the $75,000 in scholarships earned to continue my education. I'm so very, very grateful for those individuals who've enriched and partnered with me in this unforgettable experience.
They love you, Katie Harmon.
Oh, it's great to be back. Can you believe it's been a year?
You were like the Pope of pageants. Everyone just stood up. Wow. And in the past year, you have traveled thousands of miles all over the world,
have
done
20,000
everything.
miles a month.
Incredible. So I've got one question for you, though.
Okay.
What happens when all of this is finished? Tonight is the night. You give up the crown. You pass it on.
That's right. Then
you're no longer Miss America. But what do you have planned for yourself?
Always Miss America, always. Actually, thank you. This year is the vehicle for everything that I will do later on in life. I will continue to advocate, speak on behalf of the breast cancer community. That's my life. That's something that I will be devoted to for the rest of my life. So I'll continue what I've been doing this past year. But I will also continue my education starting in January. I'll go back to Portland State University as a junior, complete my undergraduate education in speech communications and vocal performance, also finish up my pre-med prerequisites, go on to graduate studies in medicine and bioethics, and go on to an eventual career in healthcare. Looking very forward to it.
Oh.
Use that $75,000 of scholarship money.
Yes, you
I
are.
like it.
So that's all. Just this, that. I'm gonna sing and be a doctor and be the Pope. Yeah, you're incredible. So any
Sleep
words?
is overrated.
Huh?
Sleep is overrated.
Yes. Who needs sleep? See, look at me, Miss America. So tell me, words of advice for the young lady that comes and takes the crown tonight.
Your year is what you make of it. Set those goals at the very beginning of this year. Never forget what you are doing. You are here to serve the public. You're here to implement that platform issue throughout the United States, to be an ambassador of hope and of comfort and of encouragement. Also, no regrets. My mother told me that a long time ago. Make sure that you value every precious moment.
Absolutely. Katie Harmon, ladies and gentlemen. Katie,
thank you all so very, very much.
You are an inspiration, ma'am. Katie will be back with us to help us crown the next Miss America. But now to get ready to pick your favorites. Tonight's swimsuit competition is about to begin, and I can't wait. So don't go away. That's impromptu. I didn't mean I can't wait. That's there.
Summer may be over, but we've still got the swimsuit competition next when Miss America returns.
We're back, and millions of you are watching Miss America here live on ABC. And if you're not watching, tell someone. let's go backstage right now where Julie Moran is talking to some of the 36 contestants who've just been eliminated. Now remember, these ladies may be out of the competition, but they're still very involved in selecting the next Miss America. Julie, what's the temperature backstage?
Wayne, these girls get an A+ for keeping their cool. As you know, getting to Miss America takes an enormous amount of time and effort, so not hearing your name called has got to be devastating. But the good news, win or lose, each of tonight's 51 contestants receives a minimum of $5,000 in scholarship. Okay, you are?
Miss Alaska, Peggy Willman.
Peggy, I'm probably the last person you want to see right now because you want to be out there, don't you?
You know, I have no regrets. I just have to say I did the best that I could do, and I have to be proud with the job that I did and have no regrets, so.
Okay, all right. I hear that. You are?
I'm Vanessa Shortbull, Miss South Dakota.
Vanessa, is there anything you would have done differently?
No, I don't think there's anything I would have done differently. I feel great, and I feel that the organization is taking a right step forward, and that hopefully that this Miss America won't be in a ploy for PC correctness this year, and that the girls are judged on the content of their character rather than the color of their skin.
Okay, all right. We'll get to you next time. We got to go. Thanks, ladies. Right now, America, we want to hear from you. Log on to abc.com, keyword Miss America, and after watching tonight's first competition in swimsuit, get ready to choose which Miss America finalist you like the most. And we'll be revealing America's choice after each of tonight's major competitions. Wayne, let's go back outside to you.
Thank you, Julie. We are ready to begin our first round of competition, lifestyle and fitness in swimsuits. Some of the things our judges will be looking for are attractiveness, confidence, and charisma, which is French for naked. Your physical fitness has become, you ought to see, has become such a huge part in young women's lives. We decided to give you an inside look at how each contestant gets in shape and stays in shape. The style of swimsuit was left to each contestant. 1-piece, 2-piece, it's completely their decision. With that in mind, please welcome tonight's first finalist, Kelly McCorkle, Miss South Carolina.
I always wanted a trampoline when I was growing up, and my parents would never get one. So when I finally got my first paycheck and had enough money, I went out and bought myself a trampoline. So I love going out and jumping on it as much as I can, and it's just lots of fun. Our whole family goes out there sometimes and just practicing jumps that I do in my dance and just trying new tricks.
And now please welcome Kelly McCorkle, Miss South Carolina. Say hello to Jennifer Adcock, Miss Mississippi.
My fitness routine is so varied. I'm the kind of person that I can't get up in the morning and do the same thing every day. I enjoy climbing on the rock wall simply because it's something different and it gives me a variety in my exercise routine. It's a lot more fun for me than just to stand on the treadmill and walk for a mile or so. A healthy lifestyle to me includes all aspects of your life. Mental well-being and your spirit intact, and as well as your body and mind. I think that's a balance that you have to have in your life.
Once again, Jennifer Adcock, Miss Mississippi. At Teresa Benitez, Miss Nevada.
I love running because I get that runner's high of the energy flowing through me, and life is good. The connection between the mind, body, and spirit is especially important to me because you might be a very well-educated, smart woman, but if you don't take care of yourself and you drop dead at 35 because of a heart attack, because you have a high cholesterol and you haven't eaten correctly, then what good have you really done the world?
Meet Teresa Benitez, Miss Nevada. see Casey Pressler, Miss Oklahoma.
Health and fitness makes up every day of my life. I love to eat desserts and junk food, so I have to balance it out with healthy food and also a healthy lifestyle of exercising. I love riding down Riverside. It's a chance for me to get away from my busy life and really relax and enjoy nature.
Here she is, Casey Pressler, Miss Oklahoma. Please welcome Misty Clymer, Miss North Carolina.
A healthy lifestyle for me is definitely physical fitness and a well-balanced diet. Physical fitness, I oftentimes kickbox. I train in weightlifting. The weights is what changes your body shape. The crunches ball is a lot more difficult than your usual crunches that you would do just sitting on the ground.
Here's Misty Clymer, Miss North Carolina. Say hello to Tandra Riggle, Miss Indiana.
When I was 4 years old, my parents thought that Taekwondo would be something a little different and kind of unusual for me to do. 15 years later, I'm still at it. Oh! Taekwondo builds a lot of self-confidence. It was very important to me, especially when I was younger. It taught me a lot about discipline and definitely gave me a lot of confidence. Oh!
Once again, Tandra Riggle, Miss Indiana.
Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Come on, come on.
Let's take a look at Scarlett Dupree, Miss Alabama.
I love to jog with my dad. It's a nice way to catch up. It's just a great way to keep in shape. It keeps me going, keeps me motivated, and we have a lot of fun. I think everything in moderation is a healthy lifestyle. Just exercising every day, not necessarily to be the perfect size or the perfect weight, but just to be healthy.
Meet Scarlett Dupree, Miss Alabama. Well, that's it. You've seen the first 7 of tonight's 15 finalists compete in swimsuit. Remember, America, right after we complete the competition, log on and let us know your opinion. Who would you choose as a winner in the swimsuit? But hold on, 8 more dazzling swimsuit competitors when we return. Oh, America, we are back. Ready to continue tonight's lifestyle and fitness and swimsuit competition. You've seen 7 of tonight's 15 finalists compete. And now, please welcome Tanisha Nicole Brito, Miss Connecticut.
Golf is really fun. It really challenges me to do better than the last time that I hit the ball. The last time that I was on the green. And it really allows you to think about what you're doing, and you're competing against yourself. You're not really competing against others.
Here she is, Tanisha Nicole Brito, Miss Connecticut. Let's see Lisa Dalzell, Miss Texas.
When I'm out on the water, I enjoy jet skiing. I enjoy water skiing. I enjoy tubing. When I jet ski, I love the exhilaration and the speed and that wind just blowing in my face. When I'm tubing, I like to find the bigger waves so that you get launched off the tube a little higher. When I water ski, I like for it to be calm, and I can do a few little tricks here and there.
Here she is, Lisa Dalzell, Miss Texas. Please welcome Melanie Beth Correa, Miss Massachusetts.
2 years ago, I bought my little sister a pair of rollerblades for her birthday because I love rollerblading, and I figured that it's something really fun that we could do together. And when we have beautiful weather, we really enjoy rollerblading by the beach.
Melanie Beth Correa, Miss Massachusetts.
Baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Come on, come on.
Say hello to Amanda Beers, Miss Washington.
Well, there is peace in running along here at the river, so it makes it a beautiful scenery instead of staying in a club and running on a treadmill. It makes it much easier. And well, it's a very rewarding feeling to feel that you're taking care of your body and therefore investing in the future, making my life better because of the workout.
Once again, Amanda Beers, Miss Washington. Let's take a look at Erica Harold, Miss Illinois.
I enjoy running in Meadowbrook Park because there are a lot of sculptures, so in addition to being able to stimulate my body, I'm able to stimulate my mind and sense of creativity as well. Healthy lifestyle means maintaining a balance between mind, body, and spirit.
Meet Erica Harold, Miss Illinois.
Baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Let's see Tiffany Walker, Miss New York.
The Dragon's Way is a Chinese ancient medicinal practice. The Dragon's Way exercises are very slow, controlled movements. It really focuses on saving one's energy so that it can heal the organs. And actually, after you're all done, you feel more energized.
Here she is, Tiffany Walker, Miss New York. Please welcome Laura Lawless, Miss Arizona.
Having a healthy lifestyle is about enjoying each day, and it has a lot less to do with what size you wear than the attitude that you project to the world. Just riding on top of a horse and being out for a couple of hours on a trail ride is a great source of exercise, great abdominal work, great leg work. I can't think of a more beautiful way to spend an afternoon than on top of a horse because it gives me such a sense of peace.
Laura Lawless, Miss Arizona. Say hello to Camille Lewis, Miss Maryland.
I come to my high school and I like to run up the bleachers. I start out by stretching and I do that for about 10 minutes and then that gets me going and I just run up the steps. A healthy lifestyle is one that involves proper nutrition, daily exercise, and viewing yourself in a positive light.
Once again, Camille Lewis, Miss Maryland.
Baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes the swimsuit competition. Yeah, you can do that. And as our judges make their decision, America, log on and let's see who you liked in swimsuit. Julie, what's it like backstage right about now?
It's very relaxed. We're all glad that we're not wearing swimsuits, right, ladies? I'm glad I'm not. That's right. It's no secret the swimsuit competition is still controversial. But remember, just a couple of years ago, America voted to keep it as part of the Miss America competition. All right, I'm going to ask some of the ladies some questions about this swimsuit competition. Do you think it's more advantageous to wear a two-piece or a one-piece?
I think in today's society you have to wear a two-piece because people, it's all about ratings.
And skin, right?
Well, sure, show a little. If you got it, flaunt it.
Now, be honest with me. How are you dealing with being out of the competition right now? We're all human.
Oh, it's fine. Actually, we all understand that God has a bigger plan for us. So that's the way you look at it.
Yeah. Well, that's any relief? Are you relieved at all? Or I saw you eating pizza over here like a wolf hound.
No, my boyfriend wouldn't appreciate that. No, but as Miss California, I get to go back and travel the world. And like she said, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has a grander plan.
Great for you, ladies. All right, you at home have now seen all 15 finalists compete. Log on to abc.com and let us know your opinion. Who do you like the most in swimsuit? We'll reveal America's top 3 choices when we come back. Thanks, ladies.
Real women, real talent, one winner. 15 become 10 as the race for Miss America heats up. Right after this, don't go away.
Hey everybody, we're cooking here at the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, and if you don't believe me, just listen to these people and look around at all these signs. Look at all these folks. I don't know if you have a camera shot for that. Incredible. During the summer, we shot a video personality profile of every contestant in her home state together with her family and friends. It's a long road here, and trust me, no one can do it alone. Just as we celebrate the spirit of Miss America. Take a look.
Lying here with you, listening to the rain, smiling just to see the smile upon your face. These are the moments I know heaven must exist. These are the moments I know all I need is this. I found all I've waited for. I could not ask for more. I could not ask for more than this time together. Could not ask for more than this time with you. Every prayer has been answered. Every dream has come true. Yeah, right here in this moment is right where I'm meant to be. I could not ask for more. No, yeah.
That was great. But right now, I'm getting a signal from backstage that Julie Moran has the results of America's Choice in the swimsuit competition. Julie.
Wayne, America has spoken. We have the first results of the poll at abc.com, and here are your picks, America.
America's third place choice in the swimsuit competition is Miss New York. In second place is Miss Oklahoma. And America's choice as winner of tonight's swimsuit competition is Miss Mississippi.
That's your opinion, America, but as the evening continues, the question is, will your favorites stay in the competition? Wayne, let's go back out to you.
I've just been handed the envelope from Ernst & Young's Brian Ford. Thank you very much, Brian. We're now ready to reveal who stays and who goes as we go from 15 to 10. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, tonight's 15 Miss America finalists. And once again, the 5 who are about to be eliminated are still winners. They each receive a $6,000 scholarship in addition to other scholarship money won during the week. So, here we go. In random order, the top 10 are Miss Mississippi, Jennifer Adcock. Miss Nevada, Teresa Benitez. Miss Oklahoma, Casey Pressler. Miss Alabama, Scarlett Dupree. Miss Connecticut, Tanisha Nicole Brito. Miss Texas, Lisa Dalzell. Miss Massachusetts, Melanie Beth Correa. Miss Illinois, Erica Harrell. Miss New York, Tiffany Walker. Wow, we have 6 great ladies left, but only one will go on. Here we go. Miss Maryland, Camille Lewis. Let's hear it for our top 10. Congratulations, ladies. Your top 10 Miss America 2003 finalists.
Next, our top 10 answers some thought-provoking questions from the eliminated contestants when Miss America returns.
My mom calls me Bandari, which means little monkey. We like to cuddle and watch chick flicks together. It's simple things, but we make it fun. My mom definitely thinks skincare is important.
We're back, and I'd like to thank the year 1985 for all of the theme music. Now it's time to really get a chance to meet all of our contestants, really meet them and know them. So I'm going to walk on over to the Miss America Love Lounge. Hey, ladies.